Good evening to all of you. Please confirm it once if I am audible and visible. Okay, since I am audible, I feel you're able to hear me out. Okay, let's begin with the session. This is the first question for you. A couple of things we'll discuss what we have already discussed, just revision ho jayega, and then definitely we are going to talk about some new stuff as well. This is the first question. Which among the following is not included in the definition of financial product as per the International Financial Services Authority Act 2019? Tell me which of the following is not one of the product. Securities, contracts of insurance, deposits, foreign currency contracts, including the exchange of one currency. So I'm talking about the spot exchange. That's what it means. Of one currency to another. Is which of the following is not allowed? And if all is allowed, then none would be the correct answer. Tell me what could be the answer. So we had already done this in one of our classes, and I have told you that currency exchange, INR ko dollar mein kar do, dollar ko INR mein kar do. This is not a kind of service product which is specifically given by these authorities. So financial product basically over here means securities, contracts of insurance, it's the deposits, credit arrangements, foreign currency contracts other than the contracts to exchange one currency to another that are to be settled immediately. That's what I say, spot exchange. That's not a part of this. Any other product or instrument that may be notified by the central government from time to time, that can be there. Next question. Which among the following financial services is not provided as per the International Financial Service Center Authority Act 2019? So we had discussed about the product. Now the question is regarding the services. Tell me what could be the correct answer. So the correct answer to this will be which among the following the financial services is not provided. If all is provided, then option number E would be correct. So definitely acceptance of deposits in INR. INR mein karna hai, then you go and do it in the domestic only. Why are you doing it over here? So that is not allowed. Next question. Which among the following is incorrect? As per the International Financial Service Center Act 2019, central government establish an authority by the name International Financial Service Center Authority. Is it by the central government? Is it by the parliament? Or some other body? The head office of authority shall be at such place as the central government may decide. Again, is it by the central government or is it by the president or maybe some other body? The authority may, with the prior approval of central government, establish its offices at other places in India as well as outside India. Again, I want to ask you is outside India allowed or only in India? Is it the central government that gives the authority or is it some other government institution that is giving the authority? What do you think? I'll give you time to think. Tell me what could be the apt answer. Yes. So the correct answer is none. Because all the statements which were given, they are correct. Central government is the one which established the authority. Central government is the one which decides where the headquarter will be, and it is the one which will decide where the offices in India or outside India will be placed. Next question. Which among the following statement is correct with respect to chairperson of IFSCA? Tell me which of the following is correct. Yes. So when I talk about chairperson, he is eligible for reappointment. Definitely yes. And what is the maximum age for which he can there? Is it 70 years or 65 years? 70 is for monetary policy committee. And in monetary policy committee, the people are not reappointed. So reappointment is not possible. It's 65 years. That will be the correct answer. So as per the Act, the chairperson and the member shall hold the office for a term of 3 years from the date on which he or she enters the office, and they are eligible for reappointment as well. The chairperson's age is 65 years and the whole time member's age is 62 years. So that's what you need to remember. We have already done this. Next question. As per the IFSCA Act, the authority, IFSC authority, this authority consists of which of the following? You have to choose the correct code. Tell me which, how many members are there. First of all, tell me that only. After that, tell me that which of the following is actually a part of your IFSC authority. Tell me. So yes, there is a chairperson. Definitely correct. There's a deputy chairperson. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. One member will be coming from the 4 regulators. They'll be the ex officio only. 2 members will be coming from Ministry of Finance and 2 members will be coming from the selection committee's recommendation. So that's how you'll see that all in all 1, 3, 4 and 5 would be the correct answer. Option number 2 is not one of them. I hope it's clear to you all. Anything if you want to ask now you can ask. Otherwise, you can just go through here and you can just see that what all members are there with respect to your IFSC authority. Otherwise, this is the next question. Read it and tell me what could be the answer. Who can establish a special economic zone under the SEZ Act of 2005? So who can establish it? That's what our question is. Yes, so the question is central government, state government or any other person. So as per Special Economic Zone Act, SEZ Act says that SEZ may be established under this act either jointly or severally by central government, state government or any other person for manufacturing of goods, rendering of services or for both, or as a free trade and a warehouse zone as well. So this is what is written in your act directly. Next question. Which of the following is not a guiding principle for central government while notifying an area as a special economic zone? So the correct answer is promotion of state-specific laws. ऐसा नहीं है that if the SEZ is in Odisha, then there is some other state law. If the SEZ is in if the SEZ is in Gujarat, there will be another law. It's not the case. So promotion of goods and services, yes, it's written. Creation of employment opportunities, definitely. Generation of additional economic activity, promotion of investment, domestic and from domestic as well as foreign sources, that's also there. Development of infrastructure facilities, yes, and then maintenance of sovereignty, integrity of India. The security of state and friendly relations with foreign states, that is also guaranteed. Next, what is the minimum quorum which is required for the board of approval meetings as per your SEZ Act? So this question is as per the SEZ Act. Tell me what is the minimum quorum that is required. And when you will tell me about this MPC, Monetary Policy Committee, maybe what is the minimum quorum that is required, वो भी बता दें. So yes, MPC 6 members होते हैं जिसमें से 4 होना जरूरी है, like 4 have to be there. For SEZ Act, the quorum is 1/3 of the total members of the board. Next question. According to IFSC Act, coming back to IFSC, rules or regulations, as soon as they are made, must be laid before each house of the parliament, that is your Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. For how long must the rules and regulations be laid before parliament while it is in session? अगर session में आ गई है parliament, तो कितने दिन के अंदर अंदर अगर कोई नया law आया है, कोई नया rules, कोई नया regulation है with respect to this IFSCA, so it has to be brought in front of the parliament. तो कितने दिन के अंदर अंदर this has to be done? Okay. So yes, you have answered it correctly. That under how many days it has to be done? It is 30 days. तो देखो, जैसे ही आपका पार्लियामेंट हाउस ऑफ वैसे जैसे ही रूल्स और रेगुलेशंस बने, सीधा उसको हाउस ऑफ पार्लियामेंट से गेट इट अप्रूव्ड, और अगर वो सेशन में है तो 30 डेज के अंदर अंदर यू हैव टू गेट इट पास्ड. सो यू हैव टू ले इट डाउन एटलीस्ट. नेक्स्ट, who formed GIFT SEZ Limited for the development of multi-services SEZ at Gandhinagar? Who formed GIFT SEZ Limited for the development? Very correct. So it's your Gujarat International Finance Tech City Company Limited. If I talk about इसके promoter कौन है, मतलब ये company start कैसे हुई? So it's a joint venture where 50% is of Gujarat Urban Development Company Limited, GUDC, and 50% is of ILNFS, in Infrastructure Leasing and Financial Services Limited. Gujarat Urban Development Company Limited, it's basically a urban development company which is assisting your state government, which is looking forward into the policy formulations, institutional building and all. So all in all, Gujarat में urban development के लिए बहुत सारे township project this company is going to be is doing. ILNFS at the same time, it was promoted by CBI, Central Bank of India, Housing Development Finance Corporation Limited, and Unit Trust of India, UTI. It was incorporated in 1987, and इन दोनों ने मिलके 50-50% शेयर के साथ एक जॉइंट वेंचर कंपनी खोली, which is your GIFTCL Company Limited. In this GIFTCL, basically इस पूरे गिफ्ट सिटी में ही you will see बहुत सारे प्रोजेक्ट्स होंगे which will be in the public-private partnership. Like there will be multiple components. जैसे इनका एक component infrastructure development का भी है. आप देखोगे इस यहाँ पे diamond buildings are there. वर्ल्ड क्लास बिल्डिंग्स विल बी डेवलप्ड, गोल्ड बिल्डिंग्स, प्लैटिनम बिल्डिंग्स, इनका भी कॉन्सेप्ट है. नॉट ओनली दिस, बहुत सारे यूटिलिटीज, स्पेशल पर्पस व्हीकल दे आर गोइंग टू क्रिएट. जैसे इंडिया का पहला डिस्ट्रिक्ट कूलिंग सिस्टम लिमिटेड, इट वाज इंट्रोड्यूस्ड इन गिफ्ट सिटी. वाटर इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर लिमिटेड दे आर गोइंग टू डेवलप. Waste Management Services Limited also they are going to develop. Power Company Limited, that is also what they are looking into. And then GIFT ICT, Information Communication Technology Services Limited, that is also one thing that they're looking into. Next question. Tell me what could be the answer to this. What is the minimum percentage of the paid up equity share capital that must be held by a stock exchange or a clearing corporation in the subsidiary providing clearing services in IFSC? तो जितने भी हमारे स्टॉक एक्सचेंजेस है या फिर क्लियरिंग कॉर्पोरेशन है वो अपनी एक ब्रांच आईएफएससी में खोल सकते हैं. फॉर दैट सब्सिडरी what is the minimum percentage of paid up equity share capital that they must have in these IFSC units? Yes. So it's 51%. 51% paid up equity in major stock exchange या clearing corporation का खुद का होना चाहिए. Next question is, what is the maximum percentage of paid up equity share capital that any other person, मतलब in corporation या in clearing corporation की subsidiary में उनका खुद का तो 51% stake होगा, but इसके अलावा जो बाकी होंगे, like any person who wants stake in this, it can be an Indian, it can be a foreigner. They can either do it individually or together with a person acting in concert. बेसिकली उनका कितना मैक्सिमम परसेंटेज हो सकता है एक स्पेसिफिक पर्सन का, सिर्फ एक पर्सन का मैक्सिमम कितना स्टेक हो सकता है, नॉट बियॉन्ड 5%. तो 5% से ज्यादा नहीं होगा. इट्स बीइंग सेड इन द एक्ट ओनली दैट eligibility and shareholding limit of clearing corporation desirous of operating in IFSC, any Indian recognized stock exchange or clearing corporation, or any recognized stock exchange or clearing corporation of foreign jurisdiction whichsoever is opening its unit in IFSC, they must have at least 51% of the paid up share capital which is to be held in such stock exchange or clearing corporation. The remaining share capital may be acquired or held by any other person, or such person shall not at any time, directly or indirectly, or either individually or person with that, 5% से ऊपर नहीं होना चाहिए. तो जो पेरेंट कंपनी है उसका 51% रहेगा, बट ये जो इंडिविजुअल मेंबर है इनका 5% से ऊपर नहीं हो सकता. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, व्हाट इज द मिनिमम इनिशियल नेट वर्थ रिक्वायरमेंट फॉर अ परमिटेड स्टॉक एक्सचेंज इन एन आईएफएससी? स्टॉक एक्सचेंज में मिनिमम नेट वर्थ रिक्वायरमेंट क्या है? इफ आई आस्क यू अबाउट आईबीयू, उसका नेट वर्थ कितना है आईबीयू का, और स्टॉक एक्सचेंज का कितना है, इफ एट ऑल यू कैन टेल? Yes, so it is 25 crores. So 25 crore is the minimum initial net worth. जब ये stock exchange IFSC में अपना like they will start their business, तो इनको 25 करोड़ 25 करोड़ they have to be keep. इसको धीरे धीरे करके they have to increase to 100 करोड़ within how many years? Next कितने सालों के में they have to increase this to 100 crores. Next year, 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 5 year or 10 years. So it is, जब शुरू करेंगे तो 25 करोड़ से शुरू करेंगे, but then slowly they have to move to 100 crore as well. This journey can take place in how many years? Great. So this journey can take place in 3 years. 3 साल के अंदर अंदर they have to maintain that 100 crore of capital. Next. What is the initial? Again, stock exchange के लिए 25 करोड़. What about clearing corporations? Initial minimum net worth for clearing corporations. Tell me what could be the answer. Very good. It's 50 करोड़. तो stock exchange के लिए 25 करोड़. 3 साल के अंदर अंदर उनको 100 करोड़ करना है. Clearing corporation के लिए it's 50 करोड़. It's a net worth requirement which is given in the act, like in one of the circular itself, where it has said whatsoever the stock exchange is there, minimum net worth is 25 crore rupees initially, and then they have to enhance it. Kitna? 100 crores. Kitne दिनों में? 3 years में. Every permitted clearing corporation, इनकी net worth, minimum net worth कितनी हो सकती है? 50 crores. Then again, they also have to enhance. कितनी करनी है? 300 crore they have to do. In how many years? Again in 3 years. What about the depository? In case of a depository, the minimum net worth has to be 25 crore rupees. They also have to make it to 100 crore. In how many years? In 3 years. Matlab, situation for stock exchange and depository remain the same. For clearing corporation, there is a higher bar that is set. You please remember it. Next. What is the tax rate on interest which is paid to non-residents on long-term bonds and rupee denominated bonds which are listed on IFSC exchanges? For the long term and rupee denominated bonds, agar rupee denominated bonds they are listed on these IFSCs, then what is the tax rate that is there on these? Very good. So the tax rate is 4%. What about long term capital gain tax on anything which is listed on this IFSC? What is the long term capital gain tax? What is your STTs, security transaction tax? What is the GST which is taken on these? Can you please tell me one by one? Very correct. लॉन्ग टर्म कैपिटल गेन टैक्स नहीं होता, एसटीटी नहीं होता, एसटीसीजी नहीं होता, जीएसटी भी नहीं होता. व्हाट अबाउट मैट, मिनिमम ऑल्टरनेट टैक्स? मैट होता है? Is it 4%, 5% or what is there? I'm talking about MAT, MAT. No, for the new regime. Is MAT there for the new regime? Is custom duty there? Custom duties है? Yes, it's 0. Great. What is the duration of tax holidays for unit operating in GIFT IFSC? So there is a tax holiday which is given to these units that are operated in GIFT IFSC. This तो we have discussed in the last class only. Tell me, tax holidays मिलती है कितने टाइम के लिए मिलती है? Or what could be the correct answer? Yes. So tax holidays मिलती है शुरू के 15 साल में से किसी भी 10 साल. In the beginning, only from the 15 years period, the unit can itself choose which 10 consecutive years it want to have this tax holidays being there. So that is what is the case with respect to GIFT IFSC. There was this current event as well. May में ही था that IFSC has signed an MOU with IOSCO. Basically, it is International Organization of Securities Commission. IFSC has signed this enhanced multilateral memorandum of understanding. This MOU is basically a global benchmark which was established by IOSCO in 2002. Basically कुछ नहीं करेंगे IFSC क्योंकि it has started this operation in international markets. Cross border cooperation की requirement रहेगी, data की requirement रहेगी. So this is what this MOU is going to fulfill. The securities market ka data will be exchanged between both of them, IFSC and IOSCO. So that's where this MOU will be very helpful. Next question. Tell me what could be the answer to this. Great. So when I talk about this gift city, which is in Gujarat, it's the global financial centers index, which is the 36th edition this time. It is published twice in a year, once in the month of March, once in the month of September. तो March वाला तो याद करने की जरूरत नहीं, you just remember for September month. It's the 36th edition this time of Global Financial Centers Index. It was published first on 24th of September 2024. It evaluates, it provides evaluations of future competitiveness and the ranking of how many 121 financial centers around the world. It serves as a valuable reference point for all the policy makers, for all the investment decision makers. China Development Institute in Shenzhen and Yen Partners in London, they have collaborated to have this GFCI being produced. GFCI is updated and published twice a year, once in March, once in September, and receives considerable attention from the global financial community, because after all, if you need to invest somewhere, you need to check the credentials, and this basically helps in providing providing a check to the credentials only. New York leads the index with London the second. So first one is New York. The second one is London. The third one, Hong Kong. And then it's your Singapore. 7 Asia Pacific centers feature in the top 20. Where is India? India is 52nd. So we are a little back. मतलब थोड़ा पीछे हैं. We'll be able to, I feel we'll be able to catch up. But yes, still some more work has to be done. Fintech, when I say fintech में कौन leading है? Again, New York. It retains its leading position in the fintech ranking, which is followed by London. Shenzhen overtook San Francisco to take third position by just 1 rating point. That's all from my side for your IFSCA exam. All the very best for your examinations. If at all you have any question, you please ask. Just one more thing. If you are yet to start your journey for your RBI or NABARD, then there's 50% off that is going on all the regulatory body courses. You can get them if at all you feel like having them. The courses are there for SEBI, NABARD, RBI. IRDI courses are also going on. In fact, mock specific courses are going on. If not mock, you can also go with the notes, only the notes if you feel like having the learn packs that we say. And one more thing, if you are preparing for RBI Grade B for next year, that is 2025, and you have any questions, you have questions for the syllabus, or you have questions regarding what to do in the next 6 months, or how to start the preparation, because this year the paper was very tough. Looking at the paper, it's advisable that you start your preparation early, well in time, so that you have ample time to prepare and to revise simultaneously as well. So 20th of October 2024, 4 p.m., we'll be having a webinar with AIR1. For the webinar link, you can go to the description section below of this video. You can get yourself enrolled and you can definitely join this session. That's all from my side. If you feel that the session was helpful, do hit the like button. If you have any questions to ask, you can ask me now. Otherwise, I'm going to wind up the session here itself. Any questions? Okay then. Thank you and have a nice day. All the very best for your examinations.